Hello, thanks for watching. We're going to look at merging cells, why we might merge cells, and alternatives that might make things easier depending on what you need to do with your spreadsheet. And in this imaginary scenario that may or may not make sense to your particular position, let's take a look at what I have here. So we're looking at groups of students for two different teachers, teacher 1 and teacher 2. And we're looking at their group of students as well as the grade level of the students and the percent that they are receiving in the course at the given time. So to me, this kind of looks all crunched together. So one thing that I would have considered doing is to merge these cells together. Alignment tab is right here, and you have the option to merge cells. I tend to use the actual little button here that whatever you have highlighted, you can merge together. So when you look at this particular cell and it's merged, it automatically centers and it's just one cell. When I scoot over, it doesn't scoot in between the formerly 3 cells there. So that is one. I like to color it to organize it. That's just me and how I keep my things straight. And I would do the same thing below, merge cells, maybe make it a different color because why not? You can also choose to unmerge cells if you use the drop down and bring it back to the number of cells that it had been previously. I'm going to back up and keep it the way it was. So as you are kind of looking through this particular information, you have it separated by teachers. It looks a little more clear. But if you are wanting to maybe sort for a particular, group of students, or you want to be able to, or you maybe want to be able to add filters and sort smallest to largest, you get this little message here that says, to do this, all the merged cells need to be the same size. So what is stopping here is that this column and this column are individual columns, but because these are merged in the way, it doesn't allow you to sort everything. So if you're just looking for a table that looks pretty and organizes the data, the merging cells works great. And there are other, maybe you're trying to create like a template for a calendar or different things where you're organizing a spreadsheet to lay things out in a certain way. This is very helpful. So what I'm going to do is unmerge these cells and show you a different way to do this that gives you the same exact point. And I'm going to take the fill out of here so that you can see the individual cells again. And if you were to instead highlight this, the 3 that you had merged before, and click alignment, and you can go ahead and, here it is. You have the text alignment horizontal, but you want to center across selection. So what you're doing, instead of just centering teacher 1 in the middle of column A, you're centering it across the selection. So when you go ahead and have this here as pretty as you'd like it to be and you color it, and same thing down here, we want it to, look nice and be centered and be pleasing to people's eyes. So what they're looking for will really jump out at them. We can again go to horizontal center across selection. And then when we go to do some sort of sorting or selection, we are able to go ahead and have things in particular order. So it allows us to do that sorting at this point. A place where you might find it very useful to create something is if maybe you want to create a particular calendar. So maybe you would merge, you have 7 days in a week. And so you might merge across here. This is just, I'll be very fast with this. And this is your month of October. And you've merged that across, but you have your, 4 or 5 weeks here. you want all of these cells to be the same width, and then you can determine, to use the borders and so that you can see your calendar. Well, it obviously might look a lot more interesting than this. You could put in the date number here, and then you would have your calendar option. So where people could type things in, or you could print it off and provide it. So there's an example of why maybe merging cells is aesthetic and creating some sort of chart. So, but in a chart like this, you wouldn't be organizing data. So hopefully this helps a little bit about when merging cells makes sense, and also you can unmerge cells if you've already merged them. One other note to make too is if we were merging 2 cells or 3 cells together and there had been multiple data in each one, it will only take the data from the first one and the rest of it will be lost. So keep that in mind as well. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.